Hi, welcome to Love Games. I'm your host, Anthony.
And Francis.
Today we're playing
Everdell
Farshore. So, Everdell Farshore is a standalone game in the Everdell universe, or Everdell world, with fantastic, cute critters and all sorts of good tableau building. Mm-hmm. Except, we are going to be going up to the northern coastal regions, where we'll be exploring the country of Farshore, which really is an area of ocean exploration and city building. So Here is the beautiful map of Farshore. As in typical Everdell style, we have a giant tower construct. In this case, it is a lighthouse, which is very beautiful. Mm-hmm. Doesn't do quite what the tree does, where the tree actually held cards and all that stuff. It kind of just sits there in all of its glory. Yeah. Normally, it would go up at the top of the board, but we would not be able to fit that. And there's really no purpose of doing that for this playthrough.
Yes.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll talk a little bit about just the general setup, what things are on the board. You could take us through ways to score and what really our goals are for this game. And then we'll go right into it. Because mechanically, it does follow similarly to base Everdell.
Yeah, it's similarly along the periphery.
Yes,
I guess
with some nuanced changes, which you'll come to understand when we start playing the game. So I'll just go over the setup real quick. I'll point out a few things I did, and then you can take them through some of the scoring. So with the setup of this game, there are a number of things that you need to put out. Obviously, you're going to have your 8 card. This is called the Bay area. It's like the Bay, and you'll have your 8 cards in the offer that we'll be able to play cards directly from here into our tableau, just like Everdell. So that's no different. Down here we've got islands. In a 4-player game, you bring out 1 per player. So in a 2-player game, we've brought out 2, and these are just different actions. We have our standard actions up here, to get resources, just like the original Everdell. We've got a couple of different areas that have no limit of how many workers can go on them for additional actions we can take. And the game will follow the similar seasonal rounds, where you start in the winter, we go to spring, summer, fall, game ends, right? Up here we have, those are called
maps,
treasure maps, or maps, yeah. And basically they're for creating sets in your tableau. You'll be earning those maps and gaining some stuff later on, which you'll go through as well. Additionally, something that's different is you have these boats that are going to go, that you're going to put one of your little workers in. All of your other spare workers, aside from the 2 you start with, are going to go by the lighthouse, and you're going to have 3 anchors, which will explain what that means as well. So why don't you take us through what all the scoring is here?
Yes. So just like in Everdell, this is going to be very point salady. So we are going to, at the end of the game, score points for the cards that are in our tableau. And on this game, you can see that these are actually little seashells. So anytime you see one of these little seashells, that's going to be a point that we're going to get. We're going to score at the end of the game. So all of our cards have points on them. Like Anthony said, we have this boat track now. So we will have the opportunity to move this boat along this track based on some card actions and some other things. And this will earn us points, and also these little treasure boxes, which will be wild resources. We have 4 resources in this game. So we have like wood, we've got it's like driftwood, like seaweed. These are
gems.
Little blue gems, yeah. And then these teeny tiny little mushrooms, which are super cute.
They're like the berries.
Yeah, they're like the berries. They feel like the berries if
you're
familiar with Everdell. So yeah, little tiny mushrooms. Those are going to be our resources. So we get our points here. We're going to get points for our ship moving around the board. And then we also get points for these maps. Now, really mechanically, this game is less about the synergy between the cards in your tableau and more about kind of set collection. So these are going to score us big multipliers at the end of the game. If you notice, each of these map tiles is worth 2 points per number of tiles that we have. So we're really going to try to make a ton of sets, get a ton of these map tiles, and then score each of them for the value of 2 times the number of map tiles we have. And that's going to be like the majority of our points before we start adding up all of our score from our cards. So that's kind of how the points work. Do you want me to walk through maybe some of these actions again?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, because there is something different in this game, again, with the boats coming around. We have this winds of change thing that happens.
It's called the windrows.
Yeah, so you have these windrose tiles up here, and you'll notice that we'll have 2 that come out every round. So just like in Everdell, we're going to keep taking turns until one of us passes. And then once we both pass, that's when these will change. So we're not really dependent on rounds, just like in Everdell.
Well, it's when the second player takes the change season action.
Right. Well, when the last player does, yeah.
Right. Well, you don't, which can happen like in Everdell.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at the same time. So, like,
that's what I was getting at.
You can, in theory, she could be taking 5 turns, but on my third turn, I can go change seasons. But the windrose tiles won't change until it's like the last player to do it.
Exactly. So what these are going to do is also guide the kinds of cards that we're going to construct. So this is going to give us a bonus for placing a card with the keyword unique.
Bless you.
And then this is going to give us a bonus for completing these blue, the ones with like little blue scrolls on them.
For putting a card in your tableau with that blue symbol on it.
Exactly. And what that'll allow us to do is move our ship 1 step up here on this track.
Yeah, so
very important.
So however many you match when you place that card in your tableau. So if you placed a unique card with that blue book symbol on it, then you would move up 2 spaces.
Yep, exactly.
All right. So that's most of the setup. Right?
Yeah, I think one difference that you'll find if you're familiar with Everdell, you will notice that we do have these 3 spots where we can both go, or we can all go. These locations where we get resources are not multiple, so they're not shared. So we don't have as many places to get stuff as you're used to in Everdell, but we're going to be relying more on the cards in our tableau for additional action locations. So that's important to know as we play.
That is correct. Each round, each season, when we do the change of seasons, you will get an additional worker. So as you go further along the game, you're going to have more and more workers to play. One of the other main differences in this game is that in the original Everdell, when you have a house, say you have the farm, and then you have the husband, you could play the husband into your tableau for free because you had the farm.
Right.
There's no relationship like that in this game at all. So you don't get to place cards for free unless you spend an anchor. Now, you start the game with 3 anchors. Those anchors can be played on a building in your tableau to play a critter into your tableau for free of that building type.
Right.
You can do it 3 times. That's it. So you have to be very careful about what you use them for because you don't get to do them many times.
Right.
Those treasure tokens that we talked about earlier, they're really powerful because they are either worth 2 points at the end of the game each, or they could be any
resource. They're like wild.
Yeah, they're wild resources. So you can either stash them or, use them up.
Yeah.
And build your tableau. So that's pretty much it. You're player 1.
Yeah.
We have an 8-card hand limit. You start with 5 cards. Player 2, I start with 6. First thing we do is really on your turn you have three options of what you can do. You can place a worker. You can play a card into your tableau, either from the bay or from your hand, or you could change seasons.
Yep.
Those are the 3 things.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and take my turn.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm going to go here. So I will go here and take 2 mushrooms.
All right. Quite simple. This game moves quickly.
It moves very quickly.
I will go here onto this little island and take 2 mushrooms and draw a card.
Oh, we didn't pull the island that does the copy.
We did not, but
That's
there's
rough.
a building that can do that.
Yeah,
for
I know.
Sure. Yeah. So let's see. I will take these.
All right, I will pay 2 mushrooms and play this postal pigeon. So he's a common critter, and he's got like the knapsack looking thing, so I don't make any points for that.
Right.
But he this is an instant action, so I get to draw 2 cards from the deck, and I can play one of them for free, just not an endgame scoring one. So I'll take 2, and I will play.
Looks like
Wow,
you
nice.
can only play one.
What's that?
You can only play one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't play
an
the one,
endgame one. Yeah, so get rid of that.
So that one goes. But you get to play that
I get
guy.
to play this, and because he is a production, I get that right now.
Yeah,
don't
so
I?
take seaweed. That's it. And because you, well, here we got it. First thing.
Yeah, but he's not.
You didn't do a unique or a blue.
Neither
so
of them,
neither
yeah.
of them moves your boat. So your boat stays parked.
Doesn't move the needle.
Doesn't move the needle at all, unfortunately. That's interesting. Okay, what do we have out here? Resources are brutal. Yikes. You only get 2 workers, which is the hardest part of this too. Ouch. I might as well start with this guy. So I'll play two mushrooms and play my scavenger. Scavenger is a production, gain 1 resource of any type, and I will take seaweed. And he's a common critter, so he doesn't move the dial at all.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go here. I'll grab the seaweed and a blue gem and a card. Oh man, it's rough.
Yeah, this is tough. This is very tough. Discard up to 3 cards to gain 1 resource of any type for, which isn't actually bad. 1. See if I have 3 that I can get rid of.
What's
2.
that? Oh yeah.
I want to do that action.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'll get rid of 3 cards here. So I'm gonna go to the docks. Discard up to 3 cards to gain 1 resource for each. So there's my 3 cards. I'm gonna gain 3 resources. So I will take 2 wood and a berry. Now it's your turn.
Alright, so I think I'll call my season.
Wow.
I know, because I can't do anything else. Nothing I want to do. So I'll do this. This is how this works. So I get my people back. So I get these back, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And you take
and then
1.
I get to take 1 extra, well, 1 from the tree, right? Or the lighthouse in this case. And then I get to do production, which is, again, indicated up there. So I get 1 seaweed, because that's my production. And then I'm not the last player to do this, so wins the change stays, and that is my turn.
Yep. That is it. So I'm going to pay 2 wood and a seaweed. To play the grove. Grove will gain me 1 mushroom. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to play here and just grab 3 driftwood. What?
This is hard.
It is hard.
3. And we haven't been able to move our boats at all, which
I
is
know, it's weird.
brutal. Yeah, normally we get to move our boats. So I'm going to pay 2 mushrooms and build this merchant.
Okay.
So I'll put him over here. So he lets me pay 1 resources to gain 2, and I don't have any resources, so I can't do that.
Okay, you good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay a gem, a wood, and a seaweed, and play the post office, which lets me take an action here to discard any number of cards and then play a card for that many fewer resources.
Yeah, bring that down.
Yeah. I'm not going to have enough space for like a full tableau, I don't think.
Let's slide these up then to the top.
Okay.
And that way you know that's top.
Yep. All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Your turn.
So now I will do the change of season. So I get my crabs back, grab another one. I will produce. So I'm going to gain 1 resource of any type. I'll take a berry. I will gain another berry. Then I can pay 1 resource to gain 2. So I'll pay a berry to gain back 2 berries.
Are you done?
Yeah, that was
You need to switch those windrose tiles.
These go out, and then we flip the next one. So we're going to have constructions of the production type.
Okay. Very nice. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to get cards in this one too. Just as an aside. You may discard this market from your city, play 3 fewer resources. That's pretty good too. 3. Yeah, we have a lot of these out here. I guess I could do this. Here's a seaweed and 2 driftwood. And I'll do the grove, a common construction. So this meets both of these requirements. So I get to move my boat 2. 1, 2, and I get a treasure chest. Thank you. And this gains me a mushroom.
Yep.
And that's it. You're up.
Alright, I'm going to do the lookout, and that's going to let me discard both of my cards and draw up to my hand limit, which is 8. I could have drawn from the bay, but there's nothing out there I really want.
Nothing you want?
Not at this moment, no.
Guess I'll go here. Man, this is rough. I'll go here. And I'll get 2 mushrooms and a card. Oh. Your turn.
Go to the docks, discard 3, and gain 3 resources. So we'll discard 1, 2, 3. I will gain. I'm going to take 2 wood. 1, 2. And I'll take a gem. Alright, here we go.
It's like I'm planning on doing stuff and then like other good stuff pops up. You know? like that guy. I'm gonna pay 2 mushrooms and build the cartographer. I know this is like not what you're supposed to do, but that's okay.
Okay.
I should really be like following these things, but
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll go here and get a seaweed, a gem, and draw a card. Alright. Oh, nice.
I don't know. I kind of do like that guy, but this guy's cool because he lets you move one of your workers to a new location and activate it
Once.
one time.
Yeah.
It's like good if you need it right now, you know? Yeah, I like this. I like that guy. All right, I will go here. Just grab mushrooms.
All right. 2 wood, 1 seaweed, and 1 gem. Seaweed is very rubbery.
It is. It's like feels like seaweed.
Yeah. All right. What are we doing here? We're going to put a unique construction warehouse.
Nice.
So when played, place 2 wood, 2 seaweed, 2 gems, and 2 hearts here. 2 mushrooms here for the supply. So 2 of everything.
Oh, cool. And then when you produce, you get to gain 2 from the warehouse.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. So it's like pulling from my stock.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is also a construction.
Yep.
So
you're
going to
move up
twice
1, 2.
and get myself a treasure chest. All right.
Okay, very good. And you get to take those now, I think, don't you? You get to gain 2 resources right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it is a production building.
That is a good call.
So think about what you want.
I like where your mind's going.
For once.
Yeah.
All right, I am gonna pay. Oh, do you want to do that first?
Wait, what?
Or do you want me to?
No, I'll grab 2 mushrooms.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna pay 3 mushrooms and grab this customs officer, which is a passive ability. He's gonna just live right down there. So when playing a card, you can replace 1 resource with 1 resource in the cost. So that's just like a passive thing that'll help me out build cards.
All right, building cards. Oh, that's exactly what I need.
Stop.
What is
You're
that?
crazy.
The Illuminator. Copy any of those paw print location abilities in any player city. That's all right. Don't love it. I like the sea chip. Those are pretty cool. I'll buy that guy. 2 of those things. I'll take a sea chip. Bring him into my city. He's going to activate any production in my city, which is pretty cool. So I'll do this. I will gain. Maybe I'll gain a. I'll put this one out. I'll gain the 2 wood from my warehouse. So you go ahead. We're on the 4, right?
We're on the 4. Why are you knocking over my boat?
Because like it's hard to tell.
Oh.
Because it's very...
You want to like point them to the number maybe?
Probably.
Okay. Well, yeah, because my tableau's like taking up all this space over here.
It's just that if you put it like sideways, they're long boats, so you have to kind of really...
It's a long boat.
They are the long boats.
All right, I'm going to use one of my anchors.
Oh, wow. Don't give it to me. It goes on the building.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I can't use it. I always try to do that. I'm always trying to like spend stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good. So maybe I won't do that.
No.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't really want to end my season, but I guess I will. Because I can't do anything else.
Okay.
So.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not. Yeah. Okay. I will end my season. So I get to take 2 cards from the bay. I'll take my guys back.
Mm-hmm. And you get
I get my extra
duck.
And this one. I get 2 cards from the bay.
To the bay area.
And I will take this guy. And I will take this guy. Ooh. That guy's good.
Take him. You love him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the Steward of God.
Okay. Your turn.
My turn. I'll use my I don't really like using these anchors all that much. It's like, do I want to...
You don't like using the anchors?
Not on something that's not super expensive.
Well, yeah, of
You know what I
course. No. I completely agree.
And I think I'm ready to change the season as well.
Okay.
So I need to get my guys back. I have some other things I want to do. Let me fix my crab in my boat. He's kind of fallen out.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like he's drunk.
He's like, maybe.
All right, so we are into the summer. I get to pull 2 from this area. I'll grab this guy because he looks like he'd be pretty cool to have. And I'll grab... I don't really love... I think the Steward's actually not too bad either. So that'll be that. But I'm the last player. Oh, Cooper Sharp. And I get to do the cycle, right? So we're going to let's see what the Windrose is. Mr. Windrose. Okay, so we have a common card of the little paw print. So that's what we're looking at this round.
Very nice.
And I'm going to flip an island. I have to show them. So flip an island. Now,
it's flip 2 islands.
Right. But in a 2-player game, there are only 2 islands, so it doesn't make any sense. So I just get to choose which island I think I'll flip.
Not in the rules.
Not in the rules. I'll just flip that one, which means it can no longer be used from this point forward.
Yeah.
In a game where you have 4 of them out, you would flip 2, and it makes it tighter towards the end of the game.
Right.
Because the tides are changing. It's high tide now. Things are happening. So you're now into the summer. In summer.
We watch a lot of Frozen. Okay. Man, this is tough. I'm just just like resources are just so hard to get in this one.
Just takes a whole turn.
It does. It takes like a whole season, I feel like, to get the stuff you need to get.
Yep. It's rough.
So I will get some driftwood, I guess.
Oh man, that's a good. You get a lot of wood. When
You do get a lot of wood, but not a lot of stuff needs a lot of wood. So
true. So I'm going to do the first claiming of a map.
Okay, what are you claiming?
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, very good. Okay.
4 of these. I have all actually.
Yeah.
These production symbols, the green ones. So if you look up top here, I will claim this, and then they're worth 1 below it. So it's you want to grab them early. But that really, I got to diversify a bit here. I'm a little too heavy into the green guys.
Okay. I'm gonna go here, and I will pay three cards. What else do I want to get rid of here? I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. Alright, I'm going to get rid of 3 cards at the docks to gain resources. So I will take, I'll take 2 blue gems. And I guess maybe seaweed or mushrooms. Like it's seaweed, it's harder to get.
It is.
Okay. Your turn.
All right. All right, I'm gonna pay 2 mushrooms, and play the steward, who will allow me to activate 2 different production sites in my city as an action. But he is a critter, common. Actually, he's a common critter of that type.
Very good.
So
move up 2.
It's going to move me up 2 spots. Boom, boom.
Okay, that gives you another
treasure
thing.
chest.
You were really like not moving up that track as much this time.
No, you were flying up last time.
I was.
I think it really comes down to those.
Yeah, and what's up
playing.
and what are you trying to play? And yeah, agreed. All right, I'm going to pay 2 wood. Oops. 1, 2 seaweed and a wild. Or actually, I'll pay another driftwood. Because I can replace 1 with 1. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'll pay 2 of these. And I'm going to plant some gardens in my town. Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's end game.
There we go. End game stuff.
Okay. Very good. That's very good.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, so I'm going to just activate the Steward of Gondor here. And he's going to activate 2 different production facilities. So I can take 2 resources from this warehouse. I'll take 1 of each of these types. 2. Now they got to be 2 different, right? So I will do. Let me see something here. I need 2. I need 1 of those and 1 of those. All right, so I'm going to activate this guy. I may pay 1 to gain 2. 1 of anything to gain 2 of anything. So I'll pay 1 to gain a seaweed and a gem.
Okay. I'm going to go here and grab this one.
Which one was that?
That's the I have 1 of everything token.
And you do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. That's great.
Is it though?
Well, it's okay.
It's okay.
All right, so I'm going to pay 3. This is expensive now. 3 gems, 2 seaweed, and 2 wood to put out the manner, all manner of speaking. And this is a endgame construction. So I'm going to get 2 points for each common critter in my city. And I got lots of them. Lots of critters. But I am completely out of goods. That's great.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do an anchor now. So I'm going to put my anchor on the gardens and put out another one of these guys.
Yeah. The pigeon.
Well, he's a pilgrim.
No, the pilgrim.
Not a pigeon. he's a monk from Mistwood. If you've played Everdell, Mistwood.
A monk from Mistwood. Oh, I like this guy. I'll follow suit. I'll play an anchor on my manor and bring out Govna.
Ah, Govna.
For free.
Very good.
Your turn.
I'm going to go here and grab the I have 2 end goal cards.
That's good.
Bonus.
I'm going to go here and grab 2 mushrooms and draw a card.
Let's see what's out. Why are all the critters costing 3 mushrooms?
I don't know.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do my end of season action.
Oh, okay.
So take back my people and my new guy, and I get to do a production. So I'm gonna gain a seaweed, which is my only production building. And then I can take 2 cards from the deck or the bay. And honestly, I don't like many of these guys out here. So I'm just going to take... Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I like him. I'll take him. And I'll take... one from here. Surprise one. Oh, okay.
Oh, this goes... We stack...
Oh, they stack. Yes, they do.
Identical
You're right.
cards in here. I like that one.
You're up.
The lighthouse. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take 2 mushrooms. Your turn.
I want to go... Oh, oops, I get a mushroom too. I actually have 2 production buildings.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
So there's that.
So there's that. I'm going to build this card. Cooper. You Cooper Sharp too, right?
Cooper. Mr. Cooper?
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. But I'm going to pay... It's like so expensive to pay these little trunks. You know?
The wood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'll pay it. And a mushroom and a seaweed, because I can use one thing for one other thing. And place out Cooper, the unique critter.
So you get
It's
one
a critter,
space.
so I do get to go 1 space.
All right.
I can put this over here if that makes more sense.
I guess. Why not?
Right.
I'm going to then change my season.
So, okie dokie.
I will bring all my workers back, gain an additional 1. So I've got a 5 back. All right, so I can take 2 cards, 1 from the deck, 1 from the bay. I don't like anything out here, so I will draw 2. Make sure I don't have 8 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 6. And oh, nice, 7. Cool. And I can then produce. So I'm going to produce a lot here, actually. So any item here, I'll take a gem. I may pay 1 thing to get 2. I'll pay that to get a wood and a seaweed. I'll activate 1 thing in my city. I'll activate my grove, so I'll take 1 of those. I will take 1 for the grove. I will take this from my warehouse.
Oh.
And that's it. That's a lot of activations. Then we will change the wind runes. Critter. And
Hobo critters, yeah.
Hobo critters. That is it.
Cool. Yeah.
So go.
Very good.
Go, go,
Okay.
go.
Okay, I'm gonna go here and claim this.
Oh wow. You like claiming everything.
I do.
You're always like,
I like claiming things.
yeah, so crazy.
I'm very goal oriented.
I know.
Like,
And I'm fine with that. Which one did you take? The pause?
the pause.
Oh, that gave me pause.
Pause for applause.
Yeah. So let's see. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna pay 3 mushrooms and play the pirate.
Arg.
So he's a unique critter, but he is a backpack critter. So I get to move up 2 spaces on my boat.
Okay. Boop
He's
boop.
gonna give me a treasure, and he gains me 3 treasures.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Holy moly.
Yeah, he's big time. It's
All
not
right.
worth any points, but those are worth 2 points each. Those
That's really good, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put these in the bottom here. Critters. Alright, it is to you then.
Okay, I will. Just like stinks to put out like multiple guys,
Mhm.
you know, just to grab resources, you know? Stinks. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
Excellent. I'm gonna pay one of each of these to build a hideout. The hideout says you may discard up to 5 cards to both gain 1 victory point and draw 1 card for each. That's an instant.
Okay.
And it's also a backpack, so I get to move up 1 more on my boat.
Very good.
So I can discard up to 5 cards. So I will do 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Maybe I'll do 5. 5 cards. Now I'm going to get a victory point and draw 1 card for each. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These shells are victory points, by the way. I'll put those over here and draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go here and discard any number of cards from my hand and then play a card for that many fewer resources. So I will play the I don't know. I play this guy. Yeah, we'll get rid of that guy. 1. To pay 2 mushrooms and play this stowaway unique critter.
Okay.
So he is this and a critter, so he's gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna get 1 of those things.
Yep.
And that's it. Oh, and he does his
He
thing.
lets
So
you move a
move
guy.
one of your workers to a new location and activate it.
Okay.
So I will do that. And the question is, what am I gonna do? City. So I may move him to... I can move him here and just gain some stuff. I don't have that many cards to get rid of, but I may actually move him from here to here and copy any shoreline or face-up island. Oh, shoreline or face-up action. Not, I can't like copy my own actions. Oh, okay.
They don't allow that type of cheating in this game.
If there's a way to cheat in a game,
She'll find it. Yep.
I will find it.
She loves to cheat.
Okay. Great. But I can move it to like any other spot, right? So maybe I will move it here, and I'll just gain 2 treasure chests.
Okay. There you go. 2 treasure chests. All right. I'm gonna play an anchor on my warehouse and bring out a scribe, another common critter. But he is a critter, so I do move up 1 space on my boat.
Okay.
Just 1. And I may discard up to 3 cards to both gain a victory point and draw 1 card for each. So it's similar to what I did before. So here's 3 cards I'm discarding. I'm going to gain 3 victory points.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and then draw 3 cards.
I like those victory points.
Yeah, 2, 3. All right, very good. Now I'm cooking with fire here. All right. In case you were all wondering, we have a tableau limit of 15.
Yes.
So I'm still good. I'm 4 cards away.
Yep. I'm going to take this and build it.
Okay.
And it's free, but it is -1 point. But it is one of these guys.
Yep, so you move your boat up.
So I do get to move my boat up, and that gives me one of those treasures.
All right, so I'm going to go and put a worker on here and grab 3 pieces of driftwood. Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to do... I'm going to go here and grab this guy. Because I have 3. Well, that is the name of the game. Like, it is the goal of the game to get those things.
The name of the game is Treasure Chest. Okay.
It's not.
I like that game.
It's not Treasure Chest.
I'm going to play 3 driftwoods. 1, 2, 3. And 1 seaweed. And 1 of my treasure chests as a wild seaweed to play the galley. And the galley moves my ship 3 spaces. So, and it is also a backpack, so my ship moves up 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I gain 2 treasure chests.
How's it go up 4?
Because I went up 3 plus 1 for the
move your ship
backpack.
up 3. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I see what you did there. I see moving your ship up. I'm going to do another anchor. I'm going to do it on the Pilgrim. And place this guy out. He doesn't... Oh, he is a critter, so I do get to move up 1.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah,
Right, I'll start claiming my rewards. There's many I can claim now. 1, 2.
Are those all your people you have left?
Oh yeah, I haven't taken any of them.
You guys will be watching a solo game for the next 15 minutes.
It's basically going to be me playing them and grabbing the remaining treasure maps.
I guess,
what
right?
I'm gonna do.
Oh, because you haven't
least
been doing
4 of
that.
them. No, I've been building my tableau. So, actually, I've been actually playing the game.
I've been winning the game.
Have you though?
No,
We're gonna find out.
We'll see.
Let's see. I like this guy, so he's expensive though. Do I have any more driftwood here? So I've got 2 of those. Yowza. Now I need to be very intentional. So I need 1, 2, 3. I only need 3 of my workers, so I can spend 1 to go somewhere else and get resources. Where do I wish to go? 1, 2. right, I want to do this first. I'll play 2 of these, and I'm going to play this Postal Pigeon. And he is going to do. He's an instant, and he draws 2 from the deck, and I may play 1 of them for free, just not a purple victory card. 2 from the deck. See chip. Do I want him? So these are the 2 I drew. I guess I'll build. I want the tumbler. I don't know. Let me look at my tableau here and see what makes sense. All right. I think what makes the most sense is I'm going to bring out another sea chip because they are common. I am allowed to have multiple copies of them in my city.
You just have little sea chipmunks running all over your boats.
Why not? And he activates 1 other location in my city. And what I'll activate is this. Pay 1 of any resource to gain 2 of any other resource. And I'm going to get 2 driftwood with that 1 gem. So your turn.
Very good. I have a worker left. Don't know what to do with him. I can get resources, but not.
I can play 1 more card, by the way.
You can play 1 more card? Oh, and then you're done. You're maxed out. Yeah.
Oh, I played a critter, so I do get to go up 1 more.
Oh, very good.
I forgot to do
Nice. Nice.
Oh, and he was a backpack critter, so it's actually 2 spaces.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
You got to keep an eye on that.
I know,
Usually you
I
forget about your boat.
Always forget.
I'd like to figure out a way to play this, but I don't know. I guess the best thing to do would be to go there. All right, we'll do this. I'll get 2 mushrooms. Your turn.
This is going to be my last card I play because I just can't. I can't do any more. You know what I mean? Like I'm out of space in my city, so I'll pay 2 driftwood, and I'm going to play the Tangle. Oh, that's a construction. I don't want to play that. Give me that back, you. I'm actually going to then play an anchor on the. Do I have another? Yeah, the Grove is a green construction to bring out a diver, who's a common critter. So that's going to move me up 1 more to get a treasure, and then I may pay up to 3 resources to gain 1 treasure chest for each. I'll pay 2 resources and gain 2 treasure chests. That's all my resources. You're good.
Okay. I will pay 2 plus 1 of these wilds. To play the Lighthouse Keeper.
Oh, man.
Boink.
That's your 5th. That's 3, 6, 9,
Nah,
12,
it's
13. Wow, I'm at 15. I can't even build in my city. All right.
Oh, you know what? That was silly. You know what? Let me take that back, please.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't make sense for me to spend all this when I have an anchor left. You know? So I could do that, or I mean, I could use an anchor to play that guy.
If you have another city construction.
I do.
Oh, you do? Yeah, then I would definitely have done that. For sure.
I hope that's legal now that I think about it.
What's that?
Well, because I played all my anchors on endgame cards. Is that okay? Are you, like, limited?
You get 3 anchors for the game.
Yeah, I guess
it.
you just use them on whatever you want, right? I
Yeah.
just happen to do it that way. Okay.
Okay, so I will start claiming my rewards. So I'll take the purple one. Your turn.
Okay. And then I could still do exactly what I just did and play this other card too. So I'll do that. So I'll still play this guy. Well,
Go into the left of this room.
Yeah, I know, but then it looks weird. I'm going to do it down here like this. I can't have something jutting out of my beautiful city structure here.
I suppose. All right, then I'll go here and claim
Boop.
the backpacks. Your turn.
I am going to pass.
Good. So here,
Good.
I'll
Oh wait,
claim the pawns.
this was a critter, right?
Yeah.
So I get to go up 1 for that. And this guy was a critter, so I go up 1 for that. I do get a treasure chest, please.
Okay.
Babysitting my boat.
Yeah. I have one more move, but I don't think there's anything worth doing that will get me any points.
You have 1 more move?
One more guy to play. And I can't play anything else on my tableau.
You don't have any more cards? Oh, you can't place anything in your tableau.
But I can
Right.
do this. I can activate any 2 different resource production things, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
In my city. So I'll pay. I'll activate 1, which will gain me a resource. Let's just say I gain a berry. Then I activate this guy. It lets me pay up to 3 to gain a treasure. So I basically just did that to gain a free treasure.
That's cool. Okay.
2 points.
I would do that.
It's worth it. That's it.
That's all she wrote.
So we are at the end. So we just
Yes.
have to do scoring now, which is
It's
crazy.
just like, I wish we had a score chart. But okay.
Yeah, this is where the scoring gets a little.
This is
you need a
where
calculator.
Anthony just starts like spitting numbers out as I'm trying to count.
Yeah, we need like an abacus
And it makes me
to track.
go crazy.
So what
So
are you
count
gonna
your
do?
points first, and then we'll count mine.
You want me to count mine up first?
Yeah. Because if I start doing mine, you're going to start like...
Right. 2, 4,
doing
5,
yours.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 points.
Okay.
Do you have a phone? We can use a calculator.
I do,
right?
yeah.
Why don't we get a calculator going here? And
We have the technology.
yeah, so
Yes.
so I've got 23 points in Tableau alone, right?
Okay,
So
got you.
just on card points alone, 23 points. And let me see the order that they recommend you
Yes.
do endgame scoring. That way it's
That way we don't miss anything, because it is...
it's a lot to
yeah.
score. Oh yeah. All right, so once all players pass, final score include list of all value on all cards, bonus points from purple prosperity cards, point tokens, treasure tiles, maps, and your final ship location. Okay, so final ship location is
30.
30, so I get 30 more
So you
points.
did 23.
23
plus 30.
Plus 30. All right. Now I will do my
Tokens.
maps, right? So I will do my treasure maps. I've got, you just add up the shells. 2, 3, 4, 5 times the number of tokens. 4, it's 20 points.
Wait, what?
Right? You do 2, 3, 4, 5
5
times 4.
Oh, I
it's
see.
20 points.
Okay.
Just let me do
See
the
what
math.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so all she has to do is type numbers in that
listen,
phone. And
I
I'll
have
just...
to QC this process.
No, it's all about maths.
Okay.
It's the maths. You know the maths. Now I've got my prosperities, right? So for 2 points for each common critter in my city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times
Okay.
2 is 14 points.
All right.
And 2 for each common construction in the city. So I've got 1.
One?
Yeah, I have all unique constructions.
Okay.
So that's 2 points.
Plus 1. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was 2 points for the 7 I had. That was 14. Right?
And then your shells.
Shells, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shells. So 8 points, plus my
Okay.
treasure chests. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 points in
Holy
treasure
crap.
chests.
All right. 119 points.
All right.
Remember that.
119. I can remember that.
Okay. All right, so let me do mine. So I've got seashells, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 19, 20, 21, 20 again, 24.
Okay.
Boat location,
Mm-hmm.
18.
Okay.
Map tiles,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, so I have 4. No, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's what they want you to count.
Yeah.
Times 4.
32.
32.
Okay.
Okay. Prosperity. Is that what you want? So unique critters. So I get 2 points for each unique construction.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 2. So that's 4 points.
Okay.
the gardens for each unique critter. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 16.
Okay.
Pilgrim, for each map, I get 2 points, so that's 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the Admiral, for each treasure chest space that I've reached or passed, I get 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one.
Okay.
And then my tokens, 2, 4, 6, 8.
114.
Ooh,
wow,
that was
that
close.
was super close.
That was really super close.
Here you
It's
go.
because you got all those little shells at the end.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
These shells, and actually these treasure chests.
Yeah, well, the
They're
fact you
worth-
got 20 points in treasure chests was a little ridiculous.
That's massive.
But, yeah.
But it shows you that you can, well...
You can, yeah, well.
Yeah,
we
so it
talk
shows you
about
you
right?
can do, you can do multiple strategies.
Yeah.
And this isn't a crowdfunding game, so we can absolutely go in and talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
absolutely we can. Oh, that's
So
exciting.
this isn't,
Okay.
this isn't
is
about
what's good about not
tiptoeing
doing...
around whether or not we like it, right?
Right. Yeah, so let's dive into it then. So I think we should probably start with everybody's probably burning question, which is like, how do you like this compared to Everdell, and how does it compare to Everdell? And we did cover last year. They came out with a very light version of Everdell that was more
it's like a
kids version, family friendly, very very introductory. Weight wise and complexity wise, I would place this somewhere between that and Everdell, the game that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, as you saw, you don't have that synergy between cards. So that's an extra added layer of complexity that I think really is unique to Everdell.
Yes.
That hasn't necessarily been reduplicated in a lot of these other implementations. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to kick it off with that first.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I think it's definitely if you had a meter and the lighter one, My Little Everdell.
My Little Everdell, yeah.
And then you had Everdell, the original, and you had a meter, and like right in the middle's here. I would say this one's a little closer to
Are you
Everdell.
making sure that it's like for their perspective?
I don't know.
Closer
but
to
it's
Everdell.
closer to Everdell, yeah. So as opposed to the halfway mark.
Yeah,
I think
so too.
Because I can't see a kid, 10 or under, really grasping some of the nuances in the strategy, just because there are synergies here,
right?
And they're a little more buried. You have to really kind of seek them out, and the strategy is far different. I think that's what I appreciate the most about the design in this one, is that it wasn't just a rebranding of Everdell,
right?
Which would have been
place.
right, same old. It takes the feel and the look of Everdell and the whole construction versus critter, and kind of like opens it up more.
Right.
And you feel like you've got a wider palette to work with, as opposed to, I've got this building, I need to hunt for this critter,
right,
so I can play him for free until there's a certain time where I can just say, you know what, I just got to pay for him and get him out on the board, right? And I think, to me, it feels like the resources were a little tighter in this one too.
Much tighter.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
Tighter.
Because I don't like spending my treasure tokens, as you saw.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I like having a stack.
Mad stacks.
Just because the points are so good. I appreciate the anchor action that allows you to, use it at a certain time and really benefit you by saving you those resources and not having to waste them on a character, but which is where you kind of almost create that synergy between the construction and the critter. It's
very like, I don't want to use the word superficial because that sounds negative and that's not what I intend, but it's almost like we're not going to go there because we've got other things that we're doing in this game. So here's how we're going to address that familiarity between the cards with this.
Limits.
Yeah, exactly. Which is cool. I liked that they included that because one of the things I love about Everdell is that card synergy.
Yeah.
So that's by the end of that game though, you feel so like resource rich because you're able to do more without the resources.
Right.
But in this one, you really felt like you needed the resources the whole time.
That was poured on.
And it almost made it feel like more, I don't know, like you kind of have engines that you can build, but you're still not gonna be able to do everything. So it is very, very tight. And I did like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely has the look and the feel. It kind of shares a lot of mechanics.
Yeah.
But it also, has enough differences in that it feels like a unique experience. And it's still enjoyable. And if you're a fan of Everdell, I can't imagine you not liking this one.
Yeah.
What they did nicely on the back of the rule book was explain all the differences. So you can quickly just, all right, I know how to play Everdell. What's different about this one?
Right.
And they tell you.
Yeah.
It just goes right down the list so that you're like, oh, okay, here's the changes in the setup. There's no more, there's no more open red locations. You may only visit those in your own city. So, that's where they tell you the different nuances are and what you can expect to see. Now, there's also a solo.
Half of this rule book is solo. Yeah. It's so complex.
Yeah, so here on out is the solo.
In a good way.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of added cards and stuff to play in the solo, which I appreciate. I think they do a really good job with baking that in their games, not just having it be sort of an add-on.
Yeah, that's what I as a not solo expert at all, I really appreciate the way that they do the solo. Even in my little Everdell, they had two solo characters that you could play against, and the solo AIs played very differently.
Yep.
And it was almost like an introduction to solo gameplay. And so they are spot on with how they're implementing those AIs. And if the heft of that solo rulebook is any indication, then if you're a solo player, you probably will enjoy this. And I can see it being a good experience solo anyway, because you're really kind of building your own thing. It's not so much interaction.
Yeah.
So I think for me at least, it would probably be a good one that I would probably enjoy by myself.
Yeah, I think
too.
so. And having the AI snipe locations and snipe cards is really all that needs to happen here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because and snipe goals if you don't get to them in time, right? So you can't really sit back and just kind of plan everything.
Right.
As long as they're throwing some things in the mix there that are forcing you to change strategy, because we've had to constantly change strategy throughout our game because you would take an action I wanted, you would take a card I was thinking of doing, and I'd have to suddenly be like, oh man, she's going for that goal, I need to shift and maybe go for this goal.
Right.
So I like that, and that's what you have to. That's what keeps you on your toes in these multiplayer games that are not multiplayer solitaire games.
Right.
And that's definitely not what this is. There's enough interaction that you sort of feel, and it's not bad interaction, which I like as well, because I hate games where you can intentionally block people out. But there's enough things you can do to mitigate not being able to get onto a resource.
Yeah, and I think that's what this game does really well is as opposed to giving you an excess of resources towards the end of the game, you kind of feel like you can still do what you need to do in different ways if you've built properly. So I had a few different locations that let me play cards for fewer resources. It's not giving you resources, but it's letting you kind of get away with doing things that maybe you
on the cheap
otherwise wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
Or copying actions and things like that. So it was just restrictive enough, but not so much so that it was I want to flip this table.
Yeah, you get angry when they take your move.
Yeah,
so there's ways to recover, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. I think I like this one. In case you were wondering.
Yeah.
I like Everdell a lot, and I think this one is a welcome addition to that universe of games, and I think it's unique enough in its own right. To not be considered just a clone of Everdell. Yeah,
to stand on its own.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Right.
I like the fact that we've got different options for Everdell with different types of player.
Yeah.
I want to say player counts, but
player
different
groups, right?
Groups. You know what I mean? Where Everdell might be just way too much for some groups.
Especially if you start adding the expansions on it.
Yeah. And my little Everdell's perfect for playing with the kids. You know what I mean? This might be more maybe something that you bring out as a very fast playing.
And to change it up a bit, right? If you've been playing Everdell for a couple nights, you're like, we like Everdell, but we've been playing it the last few nights. Why don't we take a break? Okay, let's play this one, Farshore, and it'll be a similar experience, but different enough that it feels like a fresh game.
Yep, exactly. Right. Well said.
Cool. There you have it. So this should be available on the website now, right?
Yes. So we're told.
Yes. So we will put links in.
We'll put everything we know in the description.
That you can go and you can pick up your own copy if you really, if you're a huge fan of Everdell and you love this universe. This is definitely. I'm sure you're foaming at the mouth right now. You're frothing and you're like, I can't get my credit card out fast enough to go purchase this game.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you next time.
All right, we'll see you.